On the vibrant, sprawling campus of Zolath Prime, a young professor named Sarah was embarking on a unique adventure every day. Just a year prior, she had come to this distant planet to teach a xenobiology course focused on the strange and fascinating creatures of Earth. Now she found herself in a classroom filled with eager students from various galaxies, all keen to learn about the unique animal relationships on her home planet. At the heart of her journey was Fluffy, her beloved cat who had become her greatest companion in this alien environment. Despite being a creature of Earth, Fluffy had adapted remarkably well to his new surroundings. His presence brought warmth and comfort to Sarah, reminding her of home even amidst the complexities of intergalactic academia. One bright morning, Sarah prepared for her upcoming class, carefully arranging her notes and holographic displays. Today was particularly special. She was excited to introduce a new interactive component to her course. As she finalized her preparations, Fluffy stirred in his enclosure, stretching luxuriously before glancing at her with his bright, inquisitive eyes. "Ready for another day of teaching, Fluffy?" she asked, scratching his chin. The cat purred in response, as if understanding her every word. With a grin, Sarah made her way to the lecture hall, her mind buzzing with ideas. Her recent discussions with Professor Zixnax, the head of the xenobiology department, had sparked an innovative plan. They had talked about the possibility of including live demonstrations of Earth's animals, not just as biological specimens, but as creatures capable of forming bonds with humans. As she entered the lecture hall, her students, a colorful mix of alien species, greeted her with curious gazes. The room was filled with excitement as she announced, "Today we're going to explore how Earth animals interact with humans and each other. But first, I need your help to make this lesson truly special." The students leaned in closer, intrigued by her enthusiasm. Sarah explained her vision of using holograms and virtual reality to showcase the unique relationships between Earth animals and humans. Imagine experiencing a day in the life of a dog, helping a blind person navigate a busy street, or a therapy horse working with autistic children, she exclaimed. As she detailed her plan, Sarah could see her students' eyes widen with wonder. They had learned about Earth's ecosystems and the biology of its creatures. But this was something entirely different. A chance to understand the emotional and social significance of these animals. After the lecture, Sarah met with Professor Zixnax to discuss her proposal further. She felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness as she laid out her ideas for incorporating virtual reality simulations into their curriculum. What if we could create a virtual safari that allows students to interact with Earth's animals in a safe environment, she suggested. Professor Zixnax's eye stalks perked up in interest, shifting colors as he processed her words. This could be a groundbreaking approach to xenobiology. However, we'll need to ensure the technology is available and reliable, he replied thoughtfully. Sarah had already anticipated this concern. "I've been speaking with some students in the computer science department. They're eager to collaborate on this project. I even promised them some authentic Earth snacks as motivation," she chuckled, recalling how a few bags of Doritos had become an exotic delicacy among her peers. Zixnax nodded, clearly impressed. "Your resourcefulness is commendable, Miss Johnson. I believe this course could revolutionize how we approach xenobiology and animal interactions." With the professor's approval, Sarah began to implement her ideas. She spent countless hours in the university's xenobiology archives, poring over studies and data about Earth's ecosystems. Each evening, her dorm room transformed into a chaotic workshop, filled with datapads, holographic displays, and notes scattered across her desk. Her Zolan roommate, who found the clutter alarming, often asked if the papers were some form of deadly Earth spore. Sarah simply laughed, reassuring her that they were merely notes for her exciting new course. As the weeks passed, Fluffy became a campus celebrity. Students from all departments flocked to the vivarium for a glimpse of the famous Earth predator. Sarah couldn't help but smile as she watched her feline companion bask in the attention, curling up in the laps of her new friends and purring contentedly. Professor Zixnax, too, had developed a fondness for Fluffy. During his lunch breaks, he would spend time in the vivarium, alternating between meticulously observing the cat's behavior and attempting what could only be described as baby talk. The universal translator struggled with this new form of communication, resulting in amusing yet heartwarming exchanges. One day, While observing Fluffy chase a laser pointer operated by an amused Blixtorp, Sarah had a breakthrough. It struck her that the key to teaching about Earth animals wasn't just to present them as isolated specimens, but to demonstrate their interactions within their environment and with humans. Filled with excitement, Sarah burst into Professor Zixnax's office the next day, arms laden with notes and holographic projectors. "Professor, I figured it out!" she exclaimed, barely noticing as she knocked over a stack of alien Petri dishes. Zixnax, who had been studying a peculiar pulsating fungus, looked up in surprise. "What exactly have you figured out, Miss Johnson?" "The course structure," she replied breathlessly, her ideas tumbling out in a rush. "We need to showcase Earth animals in context, not just as biological specimens. Look at these images." She activated the holographic projectors, and a series of scenes sprang to life around the office. A dog guiding a blind person through a bustling street, a trained monkey assisting a paralyzed individual, a therapy horse working with children on the autism spectrum. "Earth animals aren't just creatures that share our planet," she explained, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "They are our partners, helpers, and sometimes even our healers. That's what makes Earth unique." Professor Zixnax was quiet for a moment, his eye stalks swiveling as he absorbed her proposal. Finally he spoke. "Miss Johnson, I believe you may have stumbled upon something quite revolutionary. A xenobiology course that focuses not just on the biology of alien species but on their cultural and social significance. Yes, I think this could work very well indeed." Overjoyed, Sarah let out a whoop of joy, quickly composing herself. "Thank you, Professor. I'm glad you see the potential in this approach." Zixnax chuckled softly, a hint of amusement in his voice. "But I must ask, how do you propose to provide practical demonstrations for these human-animal interactions? Surely we can't bring an entire Earth farm to our campus." Sarah grinned, already anticipating this question. "That's the best part. We can use holograms and video feeds, as well as virtual reality simulations." "Virtual reality?" Zixnax exclaimed, his eye stalks standing straight up in surprise. "But our xenobiology department doesn't have access to such technology." "No, but the computer science department does," Sarah replied enthusiastically. "I've made friends over there who are very interested in collaborating on this project. They love the challenge of simulating Earth's dangerous fauna in a safe, controlled environment." Zixnax looked impressed, nodding slowly. "I'm beginning to think we may have underestimated you, Miss Johnson." "Well, what can I say? Humans are full of surprises," Sarah replied with a wink. "Now, do you want to help me figure out how to fit a virtual reality elephant into your office?" As she launched into an explanation of her plans for a VR safari experience, Sarah felt a profound sense of accomplishment. She had come to this alien university to learn about life on other worlds, but she was also teaching others, bridging gaps and expanding perceptions. With the combination of holograms, virtual reality, and an endless supply of animal facts, Sarah was ready to show the galaxy what Earth and humanity were truly about. Somewhere in the vivarium, Fluffy purred contentedly, blissfully unaware of his role as an intergalactic ambassador. But then again, that's just cats for you. Changing the universe one nap at a time. As Sarah and Zixnax worked together to bring her vision to life, the bonds they formed transcended their differences, and soon their classroom became a place of shared knowledge and respect. The students learned not only about Earth's creatures, but also about the complexities of relationships, empathy, and understanding across cultures. On the day of the first virtual reality class, excitement filled the air. Students lined up outside the lecture hall, eager to experience the wonders of Earth's animal kingdom. Sarah welcomed them with a smile, her heart racing with anticipation. "Today, we're going on a journey through Earth," she announced, activating the VR equipment. As the students donned their headsets, Sarah felt a thrill run through her. She was about to share her world with them. With a wave of her hand, she initiated the simulation. The classroom transformed into a vibrant, lush jungle, filled with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. The students gasped as they saw a holographic representation of a majestic elephant wandering through the trees. "Look at how it interacts with its environment," Sarah instructed, guiding their attention. "Notice how it uses its trunk to reach for leaves, how it communicates with other elephants. As they ventured deeper into the simulation, the students observed a dog guiding a blind person through a bustling city street, showcasing the trust and partnership between the two. Laughter and awe erupted as they watched a therapy horse interact with children, providing comfort and joy. After the session, the classroom buzzed with excitement. Students shared their thoughts and experiences, each one inspired by what they had witnessed. Sarah beamed with pride as she realized that her mission had succeeded. "Thank you for being such wonderful students," she said, her heart full. "Remember, every animal has its own story, just like we do. Let's continue to learn from each other." As the class came to an end, Sarah felt a deep sense of fulfillment. Her journey had come full circle. She had not only introduced her students to the beauty of Earth's creatures, but had also fostered understanding and connection among diverse beings from across the universe. With Fluffy by her side, and the spirit of discovery guiding her, Sarah knew that her adventure on Zolath Prime was only just beginning. The universe was vast, filled with endless possibilities, and she was ready to explore it one lesson at a time.